Hello, this is AlphaTech, and in today's video, I'm going to tell you about factors, multiples, and prime numbers. I will also teach you how to calculate the lowest common multiple, the highest common factor, and prime factors. Factors are numbers that can be multiplied up to make another number. For example, 2 and 5 are factors of 10 because they can be multiplied together to make 10. But 4 isn't a factor of 10 because it cannot be multiplied by another whole number to make 10. A multiple is a number you get by multiplying two numbers together. For example, 12 is a multiple of both 3 and 4 because 3 times 4 is equal to 12. You may be asked to list the first four multiples of a number. If, for example, the number is 3, then you would write 3, 6, 9, and 12 because they are equal to 3 times 1, 3 times 2, 3 times 3, and so on. Prime numbers are numbers that can only be divided by 1 and themselves to give a whole number. The first 5 prime numbers are 2, 3, 5, 7, and 11. As you can see, all of these numbers can only be divided by 1 and themselves to give a whole number. You may notice that 1 is not classed as a prime number, and this is because it is an exception. The lowest common multiple of 2 or more numbers is the lowest number that is a multiple of both numbers. This is how to calculate the lowest common multiple of 2 or more numbers. In this example, I have two numbers, 12 and 8, but this method also works with more numbers. Firstly, write out the prime factor of each number. You can find these using factor trees, which I will cover later in this video. The prime factors of 12 are 2, 2, and 3. The prime factors of 8 are 2, 2, and 2. We look through the list of prime factors for the first number, 12. We take the first prime factor of 12, which is 2, and see if it is on the list of prime factors for the second number, 8. If it is, then remove it from the second list. In this example, 2 is on both lists, so we remove it from the second list. Then, we move to the second prime factor of 12 and do the same thing. Again, 2 is in both lists, so we remove it from the second one. After that, we look at the last prime factor of 12. This time, our number 3 is not a prime factor of 8. So we don't do anything. Finally, we can get all of the numbers left and multiply them together. Here it would be 2 times 2 times 2 times 3, or 2 cubed multiplied by 3, which is equal to 24. This method has allowed us to easily calculate the lowest common multiple of 12 and 8. The highest common factor of 2 or more numbers is the highest factor which occurs in both numbers. This is how to calculate the highest common factor of two numbers. Firstly, write out the factors of each number. For this example, I am working out the highest common factor of 12 and 8. The factors of 12 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. The factors of 8 are 1, 2, 3, and 8. After you have written the factors out, remove all the numbers that are not in both lists. In this example, 1 is a factor of both numbers, so we leave it. We also leave 2 because it is a factor of both numbers. 3 is only a factor of 12, so we remove it. We continue doing this until there are only matching pairs. The biggest of the numbers left is the highest common factor because it is the factor of both numbers and is also the biggest. In our case, 4 is the highest common factor. A prime factor is a factor of a number that is also a prime. This is how to find the prime factors of a number using a factor tree. Firstly, draw two arrows coming down from your number. Then write two factors making sure one is a prime and differentiating it, e.g. writing it in a different color. In this example, we are starting with 24, which we will divide into 2 and 12. 2 is a prime number, so I will color it red to differentiate it. 12 is not a prime factor, so we will do the same thing as we did with 24 and divide it into 2 and 6. Again, 2 is a prime, so I'll color it red. Keep repeating this until both numbers are primes. Then collect all your prime factors. In this case, they are colored red. If you want to check you have done it right, then you can multiply these numbers together, and they should equal your original number. In my case, 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 is equal to 24, which is the same as the original number, so it is correct. I hope you found this video helpful and entertaining to watch. Please tell me in the comments what video you would like me to make next, and subscribe so you don't miss it. This video was made with Motion Canvas, which is an open source software for animating with code. Thanks so much to the members of the Motion Canvas Discord server for helping me make this video. Because 3 times 4 is equal to 10. What?